What's up, YouTube? It's Kyle with HypertroFit and PectusWarriors.com. It's been a long time since I've made a YouTube video, but we are bringing that back this year. So what I wanted to start with today is actually a fun one, introducing my gym to the world. And it's relevant because my wife and I are actually getting ready to move. So I wanted to showcase a little bit of this just personally for me to show what I've built over the last 5 years, where I've been training, and then have this as kind of a time capsule piece to be able to look back on in the future, because in the new house, we are building bigger and better things. So without further ado, let me introduce you to my gym. So starting on this back wall, we have a number of different barbells. The top one is the Hero barbell. This is an Olympic bar. It's got a really nice spin to it. It was back in maybe 2022. I wanted to start doing some more power cleans and whatnot in my training. Haven't been doing those for quite a while, but that's why I picked this thing up. It's been awesome and really good affordable bar. Gray Cerakote, good texture to the grip. It's not a super aggressive knurling, but I have really enjoyed that one. Below that, we have the Rogue deadlift bar in a red Cerakote. Really good quality bar, longer than your typical barbell, as you can see, and a little bit thinner as well, which really helps with deadlifting, hence why it's a deadlift bar. And then the final bar down here is the Kabuki Duffalo bar, which admittedly doesn't see a whole lot of use. It's just kind of inconvenient to get in and out, but I'm hoping to change that in the new space. And then of course the HypertroFit logo on the wall, because we've got to represent what we do here. So those are the couple different barbells that we've got back there. I do have a couple more that I'll show you here in a second, but since we're looking back here, we'll just kind of go through what I have sitting on the floor. This is the Titan Fitness, I think it's the linebacker pad. It goes on the end of a barbell with like a landmine attachment. So you can do kind of like hack squats or Viking presses with it. Doesn't see a whole lot of use either, but it is a cool kind of attachment. There's a lot of stuff that I have down here that was specifically to work in this space because I don't have a lot down here. But that one is definitely not a primary use case for me. Next to that, we have the Titan dip attachment. And I guess I should kind of pan over to the rest of the room here so you get a little bit more context. So I'll introduce you to the rack from Titan and everything else here in a second. But this is the overall space, just to give you a little bit more of a feel for that. But going back through our items on the side here, we have this little post is from Titan as well, for various landmine movements. So setting up a Viking press, setting up a hack squat, you can easily walk the bar out off of that as opposed to cleaning it up off the floor. Next to that is the Bells of Steel leg extension. This is an okay piece of equipment. If you've got no room for other dedicated machines, then something like this attached to the rack can work okay. The strength curve is not amazing, but you can decently mimic a leg extension. It also doubles as a standing leg curl. I really don't like that variation. It's kind of clunky, but the leg extension is decent. Back here is actually I don't know if you can really see it, but it's a belt squat attachment. So you hook that guy onto the rack and you can do belt squats, and those actually feel pretty good. That one is from Revolt Fitness. And then I have another Titan piece, this adjustable bench sitting right here, which goes decline all the way up to almost vertical, so super versatile bench there. The power blocks, which are actually kind of what started this entire gym. So pre-pandemic, right before everything started, I purchased these right before they sold out on Amazon. And it started with these, a flat Marcy bench, which I've since gotten rid of, and a couple of really cheap squat stands, which are also gone. But these guys, the 5s to 90s, have been a focal point of the gym from the very beginning. Back here, we've got a Viking press attachment for barbell, Fray Fitness Incline, which I've used for a couple different leg type exercises, and then a bucket of goodies next to Branch Warren poster, which is not stuck to the wall in years, so he's sitting on the floor. Below the dumbbells, we have a Titan Fitness adjustable kettlebell, which sees a little bit of play. It goes up to 40 pounds, and it's decent, but not amazing. Moving on to the rest of the gym, we'll go to the barbells first. So the stuff that's over here definitely gets the most use. The other add-on to the beginning of the gym with those dumbbells is this barbell. This is the Elite FTS Iron Cowboy bar. Really aggressive knurling. Absolutely love it. It's held up great. It is the black zinc, and you can actually see it's worn down quite a bit in terms of the color, but that actually makes the grippiness shine through even more because you've got less of the coating on that bare steel. And being in the basement down here, climate controlled, rust really isn't an issue to worry about, so no issues on that front. Next to that, we have the Kabuki Cadillac bar. I used this for quite a long time in my bench training when I was dealing with a bunch of shoulder issues, and it's just a phenomenal bar. Behind that, we have another Titan piece, the Titan Safety Squat bar, which is a 62-pound bar and is great. It's very similar to the Elite FTS SSB, if you ever used that before, just at a cheaper price, which is why I picked it up. And then we have a rackable Easy bar, also from Titan, and a Fray Fitness attachment on top of that, which is for T-bar rows, and you can also use it for lat pull downs as well. The stand over here, we have a couple different odds and ends, so some elbow wraps, some grips for the barbell that kind of adjust the angle that you hold it at, some massage tools. This real jigsaw actually has a massager on it, so kind of like a Theragun on steroids. The bench block, which I'm actually going to make a video of in the very near future, complete game changer for me in terms of my bench and chest training, and a couple other belts and various tools that I use occasionally down there. I do have a landmine attachment down here, and I have some camber bar attachments, which are the little guys in there, that they work okay, but you don't have a whole lot of stability with the way that that's set up, so I very rarely use them. This bench is from Fray Fitness. It is a fat pad, so kind of like the Donnie Thompson fat pad, and is really, really nice. So I picked this up during the pandemic as well. Most of the big pieces down here were bought in 2020, and this was one of the few companies that actually had a bench like this in stock. So I bought that sight unseen. They didn't even have a picture on the website, and it turned out great. So the main piece of the gym is the Titan X3 rack, 80 inches tall, and this worked out perfectly because when I was initially searching for a rack, there were only so many options that would even fit in this basement height-wise, much less availability-wise. So I was constantly stalking different websites, and this one happened to pop up when I was looking at it, and it was sold out, I think, within the next day after I had purchased mine. So got that in August of 2020, added tons of different things to it. So we've got a bunch of different J-hooks on here, which you can see. My favorite ones being the rollers, which if you've never used roller J-hooks before, they are a complete game changer. Very easy to recenter the bar when it's fully loaded, which is super nice. We've got some bumper plates from Rage Fitness. I think they're based out of Colorado. That was another pandemic purchase when there was literally no weights available, and I found a company that was actually selling bumper plates. Otherwise, I would have probably never even bought bumper plates. We've got some other attachments up here. So the adjustable pull-up bar, which these are really cool. You can pull them in, you can rotate them. And then I also have a cable attachment running across the top here, which is actually Titan's push down attachment, I want to say, but I actually have this rigged up to be able to do lat pull downs with. So I pull the weight pin out across over here, which we'll see if I can do with one hand. I might not be able to. There we go. We get that out here, so you can load the plates right there. And then this comes across over the top, and I actually mounted this thing upside down, which is why it's sitting on top of the cable. And then I'll set the bench up right here, which I guess I can just show you. And then we take the pipe safety and the mag grip, which I would attach obviously up here, and you have a lat pull down in the X3 rack going sideways. I know obviously they make a insert that goes on straight through it, but I don't have the space in here, so I had to figure out a way around that. And then the strap safeties over here are absolutely amazing. If you've ever done any sort of rack pulls or pin presses or whatnot, they save your barbell, and I think they're rated for 5,000 pounds. So amazing for obviously just keeping yourself safe or any other movements where you would want to actually use those specifically. Back here, take our yoga mat off of this. We have a glute ham developer, also from Fray Fitness. This thing has held up really nicely. It's got a bunch of nice adjustments that you can make on that foot plate. We've got band pegs on the bottom as well, so really good piece of equipment. We've got the bands back here from Elite FTS, a dip belt, belt squat belt, and then the Wagon wheels from Rogue. Those are 70 pounds, so really nice for heavy block pull style deadlifting movements. We've got some other weights stacked up over here. This classic, I don't know, 1980s Life Cycle 6500, compliments of my parents. The TV and sound system located up top there. Another couple pulleys, a knockoff TRX over here. The pit, this is what we call this place. So pit V1 is what this video is all about. You'll see V2 in the not so distant future. And then well, a couple other little things. So I've got a attachment over here. I think this is, Titan sells this as like a lat pull down pad to keep you pinned in. But I use this as a Bulgarian split squat pad primarily. The Cleva built deadlift jack, which is for obviously jacking up a deadlift one side at a time. And then the final piece are the Pepin HD Dumbbells. So these are actually the most expensive piece in here by far, and it's not even close. These came direct from Canada, and I was actually one of the first people to buy them directly from the owner, David Pepin. So conversed with him for quite a while because I was looking for something on the market that would allow me to go heavier. So the power blocks are perfect for just about anybody. They go up to, this version goes up to 90s. There are other versions that go up to 100s, and then there's also a commercial one that can go up to like 175s, but it's super awkward weight jumps. So I wanted something that was heavier, and I just so happened to start looking when these actually began being produced. So these go all the way up to 155 on each dumbbell. And I actually made myself a little chart breaking down how to get to each of those. And that's what all these other little attachments are. They're amazing dumbbells, but they are annoying to adjust because you have to unscrew these end caps and then add whatever plates that you want. But now they have the Rep by Pepins, or the Repins, which I do have on pre-order, which should be shipping out within the next few weeks. So I'm very much looking forward to those. So that just about does it. This is the Pit V1. We are, like I said, getting ready to move very soon, but just wanted to capture this place in all of its glory for what we've built up over these last 5 years. So be on the lookout for V2 in the near future, and plenty more content to come. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will be back again very soon.